So, starting from you, how did you know about sex growing
Okay.
up?
And I met us. Nama chia passion for you now.
Mm-hmm.
Me growing up, yeah, not this kind of education, as in sex education, your parents, and then yeah, me okay. So we were exposed to some information via the free school moon, the free enough for and I think social media, and I am my who more about my fancy sex.
So, per what you are saying, when you have sex education and now you were exposed to what is sex through friends,
Yes,
social media,
sure.
and were you taught your children will be a classroom?
Yeah, almost said and then we are talking about maybe we are educating you guys about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you are lesson, we now abefem na aye we but baby, I mean, kasa the share about sex was through friends, social media, and other related thing that me are connecting me to. I mean that
So, growing up, that is where you learned about sex
sure,
from friends
sure.
and Auntie Gifty. How did you know about sex growing up?
Okay. First time the me was school. Me who you know, me like me was school the first me go you know, and I'm cool some mommy about it. And I watch almost can't become.
So, your mother really had the time to educate you about it.
When you more time, sir, but then there was some short stock.
I brush be. I said, oh, I'm sure that you're dying interested. So, I bet you we are at which age?
Oh, I was about 13, so there.
But my eyes were brushes. So, and like, will you wish Sankama any time about one?
Oh yeah. Oh, say I say no, it me to me. Now me didn't say yeah. Or no, me say yeah. I say me baby sir, no one can share me.
But I'm beside there.
Hey, on.
Wow. We'll share City Star TV. Jumediano say it all. And we are talking about sex education with the youth and now with the teenage. So we are talking about sex education. And today we are focusing on the youth. And I say young adult. Edia me just saw ni obaya ejapoma. Unsubscribe ya bomodi and subscribe. We are still on sex education and the youth edition or young adult. So at what age did your parents or your mother, your father, your guardian, whoever educate you about sex? And me name me nuanu mienu bi na etwetwe nkomo eye mia me nua Marcel Che obeboa me na afa Gifty Edutwumwa or ha se ye ba betwetwe nkomo yi. Edi ameje so ne obaya ejapoma. Subscribe na follow your YouTube channel no. Ye try ho abasisi a. Mema wakɔ aba. Yɛkɔ break no na Aunty Gifty me ne wo nana ɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ. Sɛ wosi mɔmi yɛnya hyɛ da nya time ama at the age of 13 no. Okay. Nti at the age of 13 from there no wokɔ so ebisa ma questions.
Okay, that's fine. Now, question that maybe because I'm man talking about sex no because school na I say a lady be na blood air flow and now so I was thinking about maybe an menstruation. You see, na be so say abortion.
Okay.
Nti me point na because I'm man say it's say obi menstruate at that time na me hu that. Nti be say so obi menstruate say na it's na not sure me and a man could be what sex. Nti me sample beside me was the first time I say menstruate and I'm catching me who changes be. Nti say. I'm not sure me say this stage there. We or have sex and I say we say ya say na beba ubenyem na ma that sex education is so about
Nti wo questions na epushi mama na educate you but not in a lifetime mommy
friend me say me better
it's a been see that. Na auntie bi ana daddy ana obi aso anya bibisa ma.
Okay, me kai me uncle baako na ono so ni di san komo no without me questioning him. One of friend no like o catch me say on there was advice say be mama bo mo ha adwen na like one don can say be medu no e ma me koye sa nyama ba e bia na me koye bia me protect me ho any sa nyama. ɛna ɔno nso ne
Okay. Inti Orache, na what's it social media and introduce you into sex and
and
friends.
friends.
So introduce you were you push you like about what you say go and try and san woman.
Well, mommy clarify here. Growing up, to me, man, now fine answer and time, but environment I'm at it is me grandmother and time, but environment I'm at I mean, sex topic be as a taboo. Okay, so if say Uber now say what we do about sex, Uber now better, they'll be like, hey, Jai, one man, instead of them to, I mean, educate you, they will not do that, but they will rather lambast, I mean, whatever you've heard outside, The bands are now.
I what dream
Yes, I'm always curious. I want to know. Okay,
and
I want to practice this. And all my young answer me.
Me ntwa no nti enya kwan ankyerɛ wo no. As an individual, you continue to depend on friends.
Sure. Because
Okay. Nti I say me yehu baby out there kwa akɔhwɛ. Nti maybe say if you are a father and as if you get the opportunity to talk to parents about sex education, then what do you like to tell parents about sex education?
Well, that's it. Did kind a jack and I said enough for you to discuss such thing. I said okay.
With your child?
Yes. I said parents be any me buy ye. Because any me buy and you say be when you be age, no. I said when a planning common. Okay. And these are the basic things I said parents be any me buy. First one, I said find it out. In sema akwala no enim about sex. Okay. Through commodity on media no. Ubem say this is what akwala nim. Okay. Then you get that opportunity. Now only now I share also experience. Okay. And you have to educate the child on the level. Okay. Men can say be a better level. Akwala level. So church in Niyama. Okay, because children are always curious. Okay, they want to know how their body works. So what you say? It's in any future be an assassin between parents and mama in them. Yes, you have to know how your child is doing outside and oba as only common. And we should let them know say akwala be asem be ba na say what and answer one man ya or that question is go outside and maybe obenya information here about the normal person and no be bona be practice so that we can what you say. Yes.
Okay. You ever call also anti gifty? Who's that first na technology any hobby to send there? And then do you still think, Senka, the way you wish your mommy would have time to educate you on sex, no? Still, sana yenye. And I say, yen China technology and kolana and kwashishe.
That's the power of question. Say, ye jam and palaka kwashisha and emwa.
But it's everywhere on social media.
Or the kind no for finding out on internet so that one your best since on one casabe edene pebe papa search. Because say the me bana me ase woni me embo san komo na mate wona for enchen na ase me ame de me pe the say na ekoma me to say net so no go find bibi out it's so easy ura sites no be like those porn sites like enema basa I what internet no nti no unya that education no fie wutimi know my parents discuss with fie now go find out e wa bontin a that one is different and over boa because and once we need more like we need data and also about the ho but one kasa ukona say we need hwe ya and ma men kwan hwe say it is saying
so you think that finding out on your own as a teenager and as a youth, like you are pushed say you try. But say you're true with free now who social media and our friends catch you think that you are good to go.
To friends, no, come, really say parents, no, your family need your best than our friends. No. Friends go hard, they'll push you to do it. It's no only of family, discuss with fear. That one your best.
Okay, at your age, do you get the opportunity and do you have that free friendship in this time to discuss sex with your mom and your dad?
Oh no. To my mom, to my not to be my family members, but to my friends, I said we feel comfortable
to discuss sex with friends, not parents.
I said, once I made that education, no, meant me or mom build that friendship.
Into any hole.
It's like a miss son, and I said, me, you know, accommodate starting and come and then come. As I make what's about me, fully office and you
discuss it. So, the Amima Orache, so as a youth, if you get the opportunity to talk to a mother, a father, and ask a guardian be about sex education with the child, and now with within the child, and now with obi alternative and whatsoever, then I'll be catching you know.
Oh, make a change if I say unbuilding that friendship, so I'm kind. It's me, Esther, now only Oba, and I say, Obi or Tom, a youth, no, I building that friendship now. Nipano or no, like in Comobian, or that's me no Ababeka, on shows up on or like or no Beka. Then sell on Oba Carbon, tennis on Casaba internet, so I can find out. It's needed. The Mekachi parents will say, or building that friendship with their children. And that's what your own change there, so that
so you think that Sankaunya as a relationship and as a youth even now and Kabebo?
Yeah.
I just saw a nearby Japoma. I say it all. Bombardiana subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now follow your social media handles Nina at City Star TV. We are talking about sex education and the youth edition. Yambabuni mieni na adi atum se yene yawofo etimi akasa fa sex ho no eboa ye yie pa nti uye awofo nso a migidi say two representatives here omo achire omo adwin pomodia na build that friendship that communication between you and your ward. Uye parents now will advise beyond sex education so at our comment section homaye. Uye youth and you also want to share something. Bomodi and our comment section homaye. You try and hold us here. Mema kwaba. Anti gifty adding the submissions aba or the work card better so.
Sure. Answer no or kasano no can be say I say parents me na call and mama that kind of relationship. And it's very true because a do AGBA now can extra colabia until okay. A colani nibano or yera ni puberty man as adolescent age mono and I say only name como okay, because let me tell you Nana, sex has been the most common thing in this modern world and precisely Ghana.
Common thing. Are you talking about adults or the youth?
I don't know, youth, adult, obia. Are you common? Okay, so this is a time I say parents, you know, everyone nancy from. Okay, no church or mano about sex. Once I hear about sex education, okay, we are educating them. So they are on the needful information for them to have the best decision when it comes to sexual matters. And I say, if you cry, our idea. So what I say, you know, I say parents, you know, I don't want to from because this is a time people have been exposed to a lot of things. Seductive things. Okay, so what I say, see how far phones see how Facebook maybe about Obi, about Obi, but Obekono. Now advert go on man seductive. Oko WhatsApp who go once will be the to man sort I say. And you know this is the time and yes parent in that. Sort I say. Yes.
So this is the time sex education should rather be more.
Sure. I say you more. Actually be
about those things so parents and I say how do how who say what say do. Onya where to say hey can one too. You see, that's it.
waka wahye na wakọ ndamfofo hɔ kɔ bisa
It's not like I said. You say do age be answer what start your bad you. Akwara ni no what build that friendship. Into on your question you are the bro. So what I say, on your question you are the bro. And I also tiana and I said, oh, akwara we and some kwalanka. Then no what akwara na said. On your question you on discuss it be more. On na for be. Maybe na dan for so be man information yeah any the right thing. Okay.
and I yes that time na ko hia some
So
information.
what I say, then everyone akwara na ka we kasi then let me go and because omo person who how our body working. Sana kwalati. Yes.
Sana mbebu no so yete.
Sure.
So say ye mbebu ni. Then na you doing say generate kind of conversation within us. Within our friends, and between like who say parents and family and I intimi approach your parents and as youth you know. Then na etimi ma yetimi boss and common with like between ye ho no.
Sana na myself like internet no. Ebi awo WhatsApp group bi mu wo ha na say ade na ba beto so. O search ade wo net so, wo behwe na advert bi aba na wa click so na lead you to that thing. And also so Emma I say like you sa nyema no. Afa so your environment aye won so etimi ma yehu sa nyema. Obi wo ha I say baby ote no ohu sa nyema no wo. So because we nya that friendship with the parents and I said the family member biano obekwa ko bisa wo abonten because we ti area bi na say nkola yes and your man omo ka be advice so am wa kwa yeah ntu be so kwa so ahwe na wahu said the idea in society and I even so some training bi so ha nya ofi a obo ha omo treat ne ba no obekwa ko ka che na dan for say bia ma me dey say when ye and I say ohia like sometimes yeah hot share nti bia kwene kwenye se ne fenye sika na ede san komo na ba na bu wa kwa koye na ebe ye chi
Inti yentie member no so esi boys kasa inti esi like kind of encommon no esi then na generate between se mu hie mu a ana say ndamfo phone so ni social media na dey na.
Okay, first let's mark as it depends on Adam Fawafa. Okay. Your PS na only but it depends Adam Fawafa. Maybe Adam Fawafa man I mean, or you prone to those things. Okay. And see, be beat me, I pop up. Now, sometimes come up, normal, come on, or beat me the gym. So, what I say now, I think in common and Casaba. I think common bar, I feel the near can be an air papa. Now, yeah, di or ban home come on. Okay. And a bit, and the book will be grabber. So, what I say, it's me to challenge. Oh, wait, I should give it.
Oh.
Okay. I'm so once na papa ye.
Nti obi onye bi da omu ntem a mo be sere no na koye.
Wait me akoye oh timi no ase omu di tizi ne sa abo na be ba no so na.
Sa.
Auntie gift ase oni boys enyo mapa o.
Like seriously, sana guys it here. Even kwa wo yemu na wo ye ho say wo ye sofo a o masa.
Holiko.
And it John. Shall say. Na afi de wo so akata.
Me ma ye hu me say me John bi sa.
One so me say na boys kwa do e be sere wo no. One kasa na be kasa mami take action bi na de na fi de one kasa ba ye nchen o ye ne say we no ye say o say na fi de
mo akwa mutimi pe bi ma no.
Ya be so
oh the I silent bi sa.
I silent e kan bi nti no e depend adamfo so a ofa so ti ase apart from say bia wa nya ntete bi ofie no adamfo bi abefa no so timma sa ne ma ne generate sure.
And do you think say say as youth you like me two wonderful guests me na more agree say mo anya type of education e wo fie
Sure.
Into growing up no meaning say you give your children the best sex education but adam for mo babefa so do you think you should know the type of friends that adam for befa?
Sure. Also ma na for na omo school omo obefia oni omo fan am oni omo di ago ofie asori like who man na for no one said omo yes chem wadam for na me show so by nti oba no ko fa adam for bi not say definitely ba ni so be rem nti no e was who ba adam for ɔne ne nam.
Now, I want to say,
Mhm.
maybe can I share my contribution because I say this as a parent, Oma Oba Ewa down for her. I say we need team come. So only Oba team come. There's no way I won't be here. The now for firm, now good game, now this baby, you will get to know because anytime you only anything come.
Okay, so we are talking about sex education and technology plays a role in it. So I will ask, at what age would you give a cell phone or a mobile phone to your child?
Is that person to me?
To you?
Okay. Akwala was said, and I was saying, oh, yeah, the day I was saying, and yet, age out the phone, every month, Akwala never saying. They say, no, education system, only never be about Akwala the homework, but they say, or connect no, I don't know. They might find one or two.
It's true.
Yeah, not what maybe a phone, no, they want a proper way of using it. It's no, the more I know, Banny being common, and like, on like, what only now Akasa about that thing. Into I said, make I say,
Oh, who cry?
like, yeah, when you did that. Into any age, I would phone ever mauba, so use the end saying, and I said, and saying, into phone there. Made I about 5 years, can I, if you are so busy phone, I'm the mouth.
Oh, okay. About mobile phone is what? Sisia, Ukola no, Nanaya, only fools who will be.
Kasa yen musi obia, we are still youth, you know.
Oh, but may related to maybe
Okay, all
under my
right,
age.
that's
So
sure.
Only phones who pass. Sometimes I call it my family a phone. You be baby at home. If you are now crowd, rather. And see what the say, you can't tell him say, no, you can't do that. What the say, betting at us. Okay, no educating. Me education you hear me.
Okay.
Educating because to see we are seeing obi nti akɔda nyame okay ebi a wona akwa ne kasa but ade a wɔyɛ unni okay so it is ebi a ɔba kɔfa boy ana girl kora ba fi a na ɛnyɛ no hehehe hyɛ akwa ntena ase sɛ nipa a wɔne ne ɛnam no yɛsei ne sɛ wɔne ne de ɛkɔ me nsɛ mɔ namfo fam na mmom hwɛ sɛ wɔne ne nyɛ sei na ne nyinaa wode kyerɛkyerɛ no nti sɛ biribi kora si a wobɛti wonim baabi a ɛfii ba so what you say? It's no, I say, you can't call and say, phone now, you know, into me, I said, we can't prevent you. Name of phone, you know, or make sure say, or this you say, and ma, not doing anything like that. So, for phone, that's or far, or the quotated them.
That's a one family carbon to be easy.
So what you say? And to
most of our idea, because we know that. No, my miss money use the phone, but or use the phone, or carbon tea, or the cop, or one of them or the see, the mammy, so no, the all money use the phone. But no, I can say because of what's what one and I will who I want it. And now before you use it.
Oh, yes, kind of a credit to phone is another question.
So I guess in time, because I call our side, or end there was saying, your phone, what the man and the man I say, it's a collage. Money who yes say oh yeah that's it.
Money who dia say oh it say it all. We'll be right back. Mema Wakaba, Ukusua say it all. We are talking about sex education and the youth edition. Should we still educate our youth or our young adults on sex? Ya can be na yeyi awufo free mu a ya admit say because of self friendship ni ni honti yentimi ni omo mbon komo na yetimi ni teachers ebon komo about sex.
Your teachers.
Yes, your teachers.
Me the teacher and kasa about that thing. Me feel okay, me name me PS na kasa than say me ne because as a me know my build that thing. Me know mo kasa.
You are okay.
Yeah, me feel okay.
But family member obi a wenyin bi aso ni aside parents and out meaning mbon komo.
Oh no.
PS na. Che.
Well, me who teachers also say they are my parents. Okay. And if you are comobia, me my parents ending about sexual way. Me who they need semeko find me teacher ni akodi hu komo. So what you say? It is that gift kind. Ebia me na fofo na be this ankomo. Maybe or sometimes teacher will go catch no cry, no besan on. As I said no cry. Obe regard you as a stubborn guy and as a lady. So what I say na me oba na be catch me na. Ade oba no then what you want and I say this. So you know me dem also they also me parents you know. They meet me can say angel me parent then I just an example can tell me teacher.
So has there been instance where you've taken some decision and action where you wished say can you sex education and can no embasa
Sure.
when you say experience in bida?
Yes. Because me first time maybe me engaging me into
Those kind of
sex,
things.
it was through a friend. Okay. He was like as we serious.
Normal.
Normal. You see Charlie, I think I'm okay, and he was like, oh masa, me again no crack kasewi. Okay.
So who the now dina obi abi kra
Me again na
ya
kasewi.
shama.
Just me again na kasewi, you know. They hear say. Okay. It's that time no naka me parents didn't come da. I mean, I can mean no. So what you say? Into yes I am say. Wow. Because you should cry me about how didn't come. And truly,
It pushed
the lady
you.
came and I mean
The lady came.
the lady came.
Yeah, for camel.
So what you say?
Ya shama
The
no.
lady came. And you know, education I mean yan in term no. One me.
Wow.
So what you say? And you me the pass sa mo ye can ne. And tama government to crowd sa initiative we ba say anka yen kire yen kwala no.
Plan was school no.
Now Microphone Lambert says I was surprised. Yeah. Okay.
Because of the personal experience you have.
So yes.
And up to now, do you live to regret that?
Why not? But yes,
I
life
bet
goes on. Life goes on. You know, I'm just my educating me what that. So.
And it's good you've moved on because
Sure.
if you don't move on, we don't live to our past. We live to our future. And there are certain mistakes that you do in life, though it can be part of you forever, but you learn from it and you become a better person. Auntie Gifty, do you have such an experience?
Oh yes. So you can't say. In some people have me too abontia. Me feel say it can be many parents
Ever discuss
about those things, but because men had that relationship into it mean and can end design common. Even can make catch your car, I'm going to details send ya minya madam for and I say madam for me design common na make catch you know sometimes it's not
you have that friendship with mom.
If some a bit many of parents yes I am man minya na nke me na nka me parents
But Nanaya, make us say who teachers so as parents intimi no. I'm not telling Obi I say uncle esa. Sisi aye wa say how I pass it through me and say Obi be pass it through. It say bia akwala bi wo ho na say bibi eye ntanta na bia wabisa ni parents answer that nyina no a ohun ni teacher.
If she think the teacher is wealthy enough.
Yes. That person should see his or her teacher. So the beya obenya that education, you know.
What of our religious leaders, our pastors, they also for mommy, they make mommy and do stuff. Do you think it's advisable to discuss those issues with them?
Sure. In my church, okay, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there were some laws you do on they say and say we have one law I made my canvas and say the law of chastity. Okay, you should live a chaste life. Okay, say on warrior and yes, only or baby a day. Ekoda and I say maybe ekoda. Okay, and I say what warrior so and yes, offer. Okay, into na sorry FM and say ukwe bibi na say ubumra so as in only or baby koda. As on your day unrepenting and no you don't call repentant process. Say the baby boama wan kasa. Owe bi na koyi. Okay, you know about Christianity we do teach about sex and I say how we should prevent sex and union. Sure.
About Gifty?
Yeah. It's advisable.
Say because you're religious leaders, so
we have our youth leaders, we have like elders, we have deaconesses, deacons, pastors. Now, until like who experiences those things now? only on moving command. And now your assurance your groups baby woman. Sometimes
Mema Wakaba, Ukusua say it all. We are talking about sex education and the youth edition. Should we still educate our youth or our young adults on sex? Ya can be na yeyi awufuo firi mu a ya admit say because of self friendship ni ho nti yentimi ni omo mbon koma na yetimi ni yesi teachers ebon koma about sex.
the teachers.
Yes, your teachers.
Me teacher and then kasa about that. Me feel okay, me name me PS na kasa than say me ne because as a me know my build that thing. Me know mo kasa.
You are okay.
Yeah, me feel okay.
But family member obi a wenyi bi aso ni aside parents and out meaning mbon komo.
Oh no.
PS na che.
Well, me teachers also say they are my parents. Okay. Nti ebi ankomo bi a mentimi ne me parents endi about sexual way no. Me who they need say me ko san me teacher ni akodi hu nkomo. So that here. Nti say that gift kind no. Ebi a me na fofo na be dis ankomo no. Maybe sometimes teacher ni ko ka che no kra ono be san Asa no kra. Obe regard you as a stubborn guy and as a lady. So I say na me oba na be ka chi na ade oba no then what you want to say this. So you know me dem also they also me parents you know they meet me that say angel parent then it just an example can tell teacher.
So has there been instance be you've taken some decision and action be you wished say can sex education and can no embasa?
Sure.
When you have experience in it,
yes, because my first time maybe me engaging into
those kind of
sex,
things.
It was through a friend. Okay, he was like, that's really serious.
Normal.
Normal. You see, Charlie, okay, and he was like, Masa, menege no crack as okay.
So who the now did not be cry? Yeah, she shama.
Just a minute again, I can say, you know, the answer say. Okay, it's that time on Naka. My parents didn't come I mean, I can you know. So what you say? Into yes, I'm saying. Wow. Because you should look about how didn't come. And truly,
it
the
pushed
lady
you.
came and
The lady came.
The lady came. So what you say?
Yeah, she shama.
The lady came. And you know, education I mean in terms one me.
Wow.
So what you say? And me the pass say mo ye can and tama government to grade sa initiative we ba say anka yen kire yen kwala no
school.
Now for lambast I was surprised na ya. Okay.
Because of the personal experience you have.
So yes.
And up to now, do you live to regret that?
Why not? But yes, life goes on. You know, I'm just my educating me that. So.
And it's good you've moved on because
Sure.
if you don't move on, we don't live to our past. We live to our future. And there are certain mistakes that you do in life, though it can be part of you forever, but you learn from it and you become a better person. Auntie Gifty, do you have such an experience?
Oh yes. So you can't say. In some way, how me too want me feel say it can be many parents
Ever discuss
about those things, but because men had that relationship with me, it's me can design common. If you can make a choke, I mean going to details. Say me madam for and I say madam for me design common. Make a share. Sometimes it's not.
You have that friendship with mom.
A bit minimum parents. Yes, I am. Minyana kayeme, and I can be parents.
But Manaya, make us say we teachers was parents intimate. I'm not telling Obia say Uncle Esa. Sisi I say how I pass it through me and say Obi pass it through that. It's say a kwala bi wo na say bibi eye ntanta na bia wa bisa ni parents answer that any na no a onhu ni teacher.
If she think the teacher is wealthy enough.
Yes. That person should see his or her teacher. Say the bear obenya that education.
What of our religious leaders, our pastors, the Osofumami, the Beku Mami, and those stuff? Do you think it's advisable to discuss those issues with them?
Sure. In my church, okay, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there are some laws you go on, they say and say, we have one law I made my canvas and say the law of chastity. Okay, you should live a chaste life. Okay, say, on warrior, and yes, only or baby a day, Ecoda, and I said, then maybe Ecoda. Okay, and I said, what warriors were, and yes, so far. Okay, into that, into the sorry, FM, and say, okay, baby, now say, Ubum Raswas in your baby Koda, as on your day, unrepenting, and no, you don't call repentant processing. Said a bear Buama one cassa, or where be Nakoyi. Okay, you know, about Christianity, we do teach about sex, and I said how we should prevent, sex and union. Sure.
About Gifty?
Yeah. It's advisable.
Say, because you're religious leaders, so.
We have our youth leaders, we have like elders, we have deaconesses, deacons, pastors. Now, like who experiences those things now? What only on moving command, and now your assurance your groups baby woman. Sometimes who join that groups now, or feel like okay, say only a bit more like leaders need to be doing common science. Let them who say advisable.
Or who say I advisable? And say it all. My name is Yanu na Etchin and come about sex education. Share personal experience growing up, the type of education and the friendship they had with parents or with family members. And two of them say that friendship was not there and still not there. But if you are a mother, if you're a parent, kindly create that friendship with your children, with your kids. Because growing up, so when your sex education is sometimes a big blow. And personally, I think that part as a youth, is very difficult if you don't have that friendship with parents. It's very, very difficult. Although, ladies first. But I'm sure it's the ladies first.
Okay.
About Gifty. So I want you to advise our peers that kind of education. Peers are taking decisions be how they should go about it. And also to parents, me sure say be more normal for obi a friendship ni ni hokana wo ba na nyinya advice be na wo ma omo.
That's the part. Parents no starting our for now. And the mechanic said they should build that relationship with their children.
Okay.
And ma like apply the carbon tina say okohu bibi no baby sawa. Make sure say you tell the parent that our ban there was a and me any here metiatiam can asema apply na baby sawa no ho nsem e na mani because we ask no say one can't no be carbon tina for finding out. Instead what say parents no building that relationship and no be one ma apply na carbon tina always be or really okay say when the parents they be discussing about those things. And about youth now or many that we experience no feel so now bra myself kind you should know the kind of friends that or because friends no ever introduce you to something you don't want to do. It's no even though when you that kind of relationship with your family members to see only enough for and it's me a share secrets more than your parents and I say a family member. So you should know the kind of friends that on your ebenanti any phone is so baby I was a unra and baby I say unra. You find out the pen company I was a one show so na MY
na MY nyina. Ora.
Well, gift I can't be brave, but medical training is also okay. Apart from say we new a year obey no. I say all train idea na I say many implications. I so I say meba onye obi kwada anase onye bibi say na say one protect ho anase one say ya say na betime ayew okay na make implications na a bit say STDs I mean syphilis gonorrhea we can name them one what can we na cha pala no eso chechi ni and even cry or your background yeah so we need more attention on her yeah seriously okay no man who say okodi bi say na say means and back okay then school drop out obe and they have been stay in the house okay one year for and I said na bra boy ya say it say obi ya ka be brave how I say parents extra
Okay.
they should also let them know that there are a lot of implications na eba ne sana I think say akola no be den ebetimi ask the kid to what their parents no catch them make any say we should educate our children on this very issue.
We should educate our children on this very issue. Sex education is very vital in this 21st century, especially where technology is accessible everywhere, anywhere, anytime, every day. Sex education is very vital. And if you are a youth and you've taken any decision or any move which you wished, don't ever live to it. Yes, it may be a bad decision or a bad move that you took, but learn from it and make sure you become a better person because of that mistake you did in your past. Edi me just one obaya ejapoma me ni me nuano mienu yi na etwetwe nkomo obaya hofefo ye frɛ no mami gifty edutwumwa me ni me bra Marcel Christian Shay and obaya ma ye twetwe nkomo so we are for sex education vital and more remfi so be subscribe to City Star TV on YouTube. Now we're following all social media handles. Keep watching City Star TV.